for years, all the banks, all the economists are talking about this transfer of wealth from one generation to the other. It's not going to be a windfall anymore. It's going to be a relief package, right? People are going to get this transfer of wealth, and they're going to be, they're going to get a sigh of relief saying, fuck, I get to get rid of all my debt. It's not going to be a windfall because people are
It's going to be a reset.
Yeah, it's just going to be a reset.
The great reset, maybe?
People are just sitting there waiting for an inheritance to get them out of a jam because they've spent it all. They lived it up, and it's going to be tough. And we're doing our best to try to help folks through it. And we got to show a lot of empathy. The calls are longer. There's people, they're emotional basket cases, and you just got to hold their hand and help them.
How do you prevent this? Like, so now there's new people coming into the market always, right? You're attracting first-time buyers and different people looking to upsize their mortgage to improve their lifestyle. Like, how do you coach them to make better decisions?
But hold on, and these are not even people that made bad, like these are not people that got laid off and made bad decisions. Like some of these people are just up for like a renewal on a house that they had 25% down in, no?
Well, Darryl and TK, the folks that are renewing from 2018, they have the benefit of having equity in their homes, right? They didn't buy at the top. They bought for 600-700 grand. They're now looking at a home worth over $1 million. They probably have 480-500 grand owing. It's not that bad. They got $500,000 in equity. It's the folks that bought during COVID or the last year that are really the ones suffering, right? They're looking at rates. First of all, they're all in the alternative space because they've taken 1-year terms, and those folks that took those variables that got triggered, well, that's another story. But those are the folks that are going to be struggling, right? They're going to be looking for answers on what do I do next. And in some cases, it's you don't have enough income to support the lifestyle anymore. Like when you go from, $2,600 in payments to over $5,000.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't even lose your job and now you're losing your house. It's like crazy. It used to be, you were 55, the economy got worse, you got laid off, and now shit, honey, like I got to sell the house, right? We're not going to be able to afford it. Now it's like, I still have my job. Like I'm going to renew. It's going to suck.
Making more money than ever.
Shit, you're not going to renew with me? Now I got to go find a mortgage in 3 weeks or something. Like, what the fuck is going on? You told me you were renewing.
What about the big banks? So on that point, Darryl, like the big banks, I mean, they're all renewing no matter what. But like when someone legitimately can't afford those new payments, what does an A lender do? I mean, my understanding is that the A lender has no option but to renew.
I will say this: if you are proactive and you are showing evidence that you really want to stay in your home, lenders will work with you. They have tools in their basket where they could extend amortizations. They could help you out. We're seeing 40-year amortizations on a regular basis where they're stretching people just to keep them in their home. Like banks they're not in the business of power selling people. Okay. If you hide your situation, you're living it up, they're not going to have a lot of sympathy for you. They're not advertising this sort of stuff because people will take advantage of it. And they are working with people on a one-off basis. And I've seen some situations where we've helped folks with their renewal where banks are, in fact, giving them a hand. Especially folks that have been on biweekly accelerate payments. They've chewed up some of their amortization off the top, and now they've gotten into this position. They got some room, right? They do have the ability to extend it for folks that, they look through their banking statements. Are they driving 2 Land Rovers? Are they living it up? Are they on vacation all the time? Well, they're not going to help them out. But if folks are truly in a situation where maybe somebody's on mat leave, they're down, half an income because EI won't cover the full thing, they'll give them a hand. And I ask people all the time, if you're in trouble, ask for help. Be proactive. Don't hide from lenders when they're calling you. Be forthright with your situation. You'd be surprised at the response you'll get. There are good people in banks that will help, and you just got to find the right people in the avenue to do it. And don't feel like, it's there's going to be a shaming, you know, that you're not alone. You're not the first, you're not the last. And you just got to try to do your best to stay in your home if you can. Otherwise, cut your losses.